तुमच्याशी आता बोलेल ती पूजा राणावर. पूजा राणावर सुद्धा चाणक्य मंडल परिवारशी 2010 पासून संपर्कात आहे. आधी तिने प्रिपरेटरी कोर्स केला. तिने पुणे केंद्रात कोर्स केलेले सगळे. ती पुण्याचीच राहणारी आहे. आधी प्रिपरेटरी कोर्स केला, मग UPSC कोर्स केला. तिचं बेसिक डिग्री ही BA सायकोलॉजी होती आणि नंतर तिने MA पॉलिटिकल सायन्स केलं. पण BA सायकोलॉजी असल्यामुळे चाणक्य मंडल परिवारमध्ये जो खास वैशिष्ट्यपूर्ण मी मगाशी सांगितलं फाउंडेशन कोर्स, त्या फाउंडेशन कोर्सला सुद्धा पूजाने शिकवलेलं आहे. कोर्स संपल्यानंतर प्रिपरेटरी असो UPSC असो, चाणक्य मंडल परिवारशी गेला सर्व काळ ती कार्यकर्ता म्हणून वेगवेगळ्या नात्यांनी सहभागी आहे. स्टडी मटेरियल प्रिपेअर करणं किंवा क्वेश्चन पेपर्स तयार करणं, तपासून देणं अशाही कामामध्ये पूजा नेहमीच होती. तिचा हा 5वा प्रयत्न होता. 258 अशी तिची रँक आहे आता. पॉलिटिकल सायन्स हाच तिचा ऑप्शनल सब्जेक्ट. आई गृहिणी आहे आणि वडिलांचं गिफ्ट आर्टिकल्सचं पुण्यामध्येच एक दुकान आहे. त्यांचा सगळ्यांचा सपोर्ट पूजाला खूप चांगला राहिलाय. पूजा, तुम्ही जर चाणक्य मंडल परिवारचं प्रॉस्पेक्टस पाहिलं, पूजाने यापूर्वी MPSC ची मेन्स सुद्धा दिली आहे. MPSC ची प्रिलिम तिने क्लिअर केलेली होती. पण MPSC काही पुढे वाटतं इंटरव्ह्यू पण दिलायस ना तू? मेन्स दिली आहेस फक्त. तर ह्या तिघांनाही बरं बाय द वे मराठी चांगलं समजतं बरं का. ते आज त्यांच्या कम्फर्टेबल भाषेत बोलणार आहेत, पण ते त्यांना तिघांनाही मराठी समजतं आपली. त्यामुळे वर्किंग लँग्वेज चाणक्य मंडल परिवारमध्ये मराठीच असते. तिने या सगळ्या कामात कार्यकर्ता म्हणून काम केलं. तुम्ही चाणक्य मंडल परिवारचं जर प्रॉस्पेक्टस पाहिलं, पूजाला यश यावर्षी मिळालं. पण 2013 सालापासून तिचा एक फोटो आहे प्रॉस्पेक्टस मध्ये. स्टडीमध्ये बसून ती अभ्यास करते मन लावून. असा फोटो फार सुंदर आहे. त्यामुळे तो फोटो तिचा आजही तुम्ही प्रॉस्पेक्टस मध्ये पाहू शकाल. आता तिचं हे यावर्षी यश छानच सगळेजण साजरे करतो आपण. तिने तिच्या हॉबीज द्यायच्या ज्या असतात इंटरव्ह्यूला, त्याच्यावर कदाचित प्रश्न येऊ शकतात, तर तिने त्याच्यात रीडिंग, रायटिंग हे पण दिलं होतं आणि त्याच्याबरोबर घुमर डान्स असं पण काहीतरी दिलं होतं. तर ती आज तुमच्याशी तिचं मनोगत बोलणार आहे आणि त्यानंतर धर्माधिकारी सर मार्गदर्शन करतील आणि मग आपण प्रार्थना करून आजच्या कार्यक्रमाचा शेवट करणार आहोत. पण सगळ्यात आधी सर पूजाचं अभिनंदन करतील आणि शुभेच्छा देतील. पूजाला पॉलिटिकल सायन्स मध्ये 320 मार्क आहेत आणि कदाचित ते नंतर कळतं थोड्या दिवसांनी असंच इन्फॉर्मली, पण ते बहुधा तिचे हायएस्ट मार्क ठरतील.
Success has no mock, and that is why today I am so overwhelmed, and there are so many dreams that are multiple and coming true all together. Seeing my name in the list, getting a rank, and the last but the most important, sharing a dais with Sir, my guru, teacher, inspiration, and the person who sowed the seed and helped me achieve it today. Respected Sir, Tai, and all aspiring minds here, when I look at the process of UPSC, I have so many things to tell that I don't know how to put all of them together. As Tai has said, this was my 5th attempt where I was able to qualify, and 4 prelims I could not clear. So I think I am in a better position to tell you many of my learnings, all the failures, what they taught me, where I lacked, rather than telling you how to just clear in the first attempt. I know many other things that you should not be doing. So I'll begin with how I entered Chanakya Mandal Parivar. My background has already been told to you. I did my BA in psychology, and my father had this dream that I should join civil services. However, he just conveyed this dream to me, but I had no path or a guideline or what civil service was all about. So when I first entered Chanakya Mandal Parivar in preparatory course, I still remember that first day, sir. I did not know much about Dharmadhikari sir also till then. The first sentence that sir said was, "Anikets of the future." And at that point he was referring to Aniket Mandavne sir, who had scored a high rank and is currently into foreign services. But believe me, at that time I didn't even know who Aniket sir was. So this entire process, this entire pattern was new to me. I started with half information, little clarity, and not knowing what areas would need to be studied. You can imagine how impactful and how helpful Chanakya Mandal Parivar would have been to me, that I was able to sustain 4 attempts by not clearing, and I could crack it through the 5th attempt. So this is it to my Parivar. A few things that staying in Chanakya Mandal Parivar taught me. This process changed me not only academically, it not only gave me a perspective about the nature, work and role of civil services, but helped me transform personally. As Tai mentioned, my hobby is reading, but to make it clear today, I developed the hobby of reading following sir. In preparatory batch, sir used to always emphasize reading is next to breathing. Until then, I was not a reader of books. So the way I started this hobby was to copy sir. I am honestly saying, whichever book sir used to mention as his favorite, I used to pick up that book and start reading. If he said Gabriel Garcia Marquez, I picked up that book. If sir mentioned Story of My Experiments with Truth, I picked up that book. Whether I understand or not, sir said it, and that was the belief that he put in us, in his students, that tomorrow you can make something great out of this. So coming to the part where things that I learned in Chanakya, the first one was quest for excellence. This word is very often repeated in Chanakya, in all the teaching sessions, in all the seminars, and it was here that I actually learned how to pursue excellence and not run behind marks. Our entire preparatory batch was focused on just widening your perspective, trying and exposing yourself to new things and new learnings, be it through any form, reading, writing, reading different types of articles. And it was this period that I used to spend most of my time in the library, when that picture might have been captured. I developed a reading for all and any kind of magazines then. Second, sir always mentions these words, Uttamata ani Pratibhavanta. I am not very great in speaking Marathi, but these are the words that I particularly captured and I always remembered. Next, the definitions and concepts of some ideas about study changed here. There is a concept of Abhyas Mahotsav, which was very new to me. It is about celebrating studies, intensive 7 days, only study, and how do you enjoy the process of study. Next, the concept of Sankalp Divas. Then this concept of Satkar Samaroha that Tai said. I'll make it clear to you, last 3-4 years, whenever I did not clear, but I made it a point that I would come and sit in this celebratory, in this function where successful students are felicitated. And it is then that I learned that achieving a rank was not your real success. You have to look beyond this rank, how you perform in the service, and that is what that counts here. So I learned how to look beyond the mere symbols that are allotted to you. Coming to the study part of it, I learned I learned to cultivate a larger perspective to study. I learned to see the entire process as one where you not only academically transform yourself, but you personally transform, cultivate values, and know how to approach the process, know how to approach all three stages of the process. If I were to talk to you about how to prepare for civil services, I would say you follow the inverse strategy of first preparing for the interview, then for the mains, and then for the prelims. Now, this is just a suggestion, but I'd like to clarify that why interview? Because it connects you to the reason why you want to do civil services. And I think that purpose is the single most important thing which helps you sustain the long process of UPSC. There are many times when you cannot crack in the first attempt, and then you might go haywire, or you might have feelings of doubt, uncertainty. And at that time, the knowledge of the self, or the preparation for the interview, in other words, is what counts. Then coming to what I learned from UPSC, or what I would suggest to my fellow friends who are preparing for civil services. In the first place, we all hear that general studies is important, general knowledge is important, studying a lot of material is important. But in my 5 attempts, I realized rather than the material, your focus and your approach towards that material is important. You reading the newspapers is okay, but what are the points that you are able to pick up from the newspaper, analyze it from an exam point of view, and put it up in your mains answers? That is what matters. Second is to be the best of you at all times. I think UPSC not only requires academic caliber or your physical perseverance, but it also surely requires a certain sort of mental toughness to be able to be measured, to know when to stop, and to know when to take a risk. This was my learning in my prelims exam. When I could not qualify, I was consistently analyzing what is it that makes me lose by 0.66 marks, 2 marks, 3 marks here and there. So I think rather than only physical toughness, mental toughness and knowing how to be measured and precise is very important. Another thing that I observed, I was simultaneously teaching in Chanakya and I was also preparing, and I observed among students is that we all are sincere. We all are sincere, and that is why we all come here. But in civil services, sincerity is a necessary but not a sufficient condition. You are sincere, but you need to have a long-term vision and a pen-down strategy of how you are going to approach this process. So today, when you are in the phase of preparation and trying to make a strategy, do remember these points where you know how you are going to look at the next 2 years, how you are going to sustain those 2 years in case you do not qualify any one level, and third, how important this goal is to you, that you are able to leave anything and everything just to persevere with this. The third point, as I already mentioned about strategy, to identify whether you are a planner or an implementer. This is again something that I learned from my process. All of us have, I think, either of the two. Either we are good at planning, but we end up not implementing many things and the entire plan goes haywire, or we are the kind of implementers where someone else would plan for us and we can implement. And here is the place where you can take the help of mentors at Chanakya Mandal Parivar, or the entire group, or the teachers that are teaching you, where they can plan for you, they can help you strategize. And lastly, one important point is the importance of precision. My 4th attempt, I lost the prelims by 0.66 marks. Today, when I analyze my marks of this attempt, I realized that between the topper and my marks, it's a difference of only 21 marks. So the reason why I am sharing this with you is, in the preparation phase, our only aim is कोई भी service मिल जाए चल जाएगा, बस एक बार list में नाम आ जाना चाहिए. But if you are striving for excellence and if you are giving your best, then remember that each and every mark is important, and for that your precision is important. Coming to the strategy for prelims, mains and interview, that as my other friends have already shared with you, and maybe we can have a special session where I can share. For prelims, 1 or 2 points. My main strategy was first my own analysis. Where is the point where I am anxious? Where is the point where I have not revised enough? Where is the point where I have not revised plus I have not analyzed the questions enough, previous UPSC questions? And lastly, the whole and soul strategy this year was to solve 110 question papers. To not only solve them but to revise and re-revise them. So this was my whole and soul strategy, cross around 10,000 plus questions so that nobody can stop you from clearing prelims. For mains, one important mantra that I realized is small is beautiful and less is more. You have to restrict the material that is given to you and learn how to place that very material in your answers in different formats. How to twist and turn. Forgive me for using twist and turn. I don't mean you replicate answers here and there, but I mean to say innovatively, creatively frame answers, the same material in different areas. So small is beautiful. Write short. Write quality. Your words should be loaded rather than the pages or filling in pages. That is what was my strategy for mains. For interview, as we always say, my major learning was from the preparatory, comprehensive, and all the time that I spent in Chanakya. I was very blessed to have a batch which has almost all my friends in comprehensive batch, a large number have got through the exam and are posted in very good and are doing a lot of great work. So I had a very good support system. I had a very healthy competition amongst my peer group. I had mentors here who always taught me to know yourself, to be content and have faith in your own strategy. This process is so long and so tedious and so brutal at times when you're not qualifying that you start asking for many different strategies. You start finding solace in many different things. That let me do this, let me try this. So you start attempting doing many different things just because you're not able to qualify. So one important learning that I realized in my entire process in the last attempt was to have faith in your own efforts. If you're doing enough, have faith, have belief in yourself that yes, I will be able to crack it. Because the thing about time and tables is that they turn. You just wait for your time. And one of the last points that I would like to mention is there is no imitation, there is only inspiration. Today when I stand here, what I would expect each one of you who are preparing to do is not to imitate strategies that you hear. It's only to take up inspiration and formulate your own strategy. As my friend Sagar mentioned, it's about having an original edge to yourself. You work on your uniqueness. We all have certain areas that are unique to us, that we are good at, that we are able to portray and display while we are writing answers, while we are talking. We have that kind of mindset or that kind of way of talking. Okay, so I think you need to maintain that original edge even if you are following any test series or writing answers of any class. The point is you need to have your unique edge while writing, because that is how you differentiate yourselves from the thousands of others while you're writing mains, and that is the place you score marks. Lastly, this rank is not my achievement. When I am, like sir always tells us, the moment I am, the day when I am able to perform better in services, that would be the real success. This success has come after a long time, and as is obvious, it was not my own individual effort. It came with the support of my parents, my teachers, my friends, peers, and many others who consistently believed in me. I would also mention, while I was working at Chanakya, I did come into contact with Purnatai again and again, and there are few qualities that I very distinctly learned from her: how not to mince words, how to call a spade, and the most important quality of being precise when you are talking. And trust me, these qualities, though we don't focus on them at the first sight, they helped me cultivate my personality, and they helped me take it forward till my interview, where I knew these qualities mattered. So many a times only the academics is not important. The surrounding skill sets that you cultivate in this process at the institution where you are studying, though we do not call Chanakya Mandal Parivar an institute, I mean to say the place where you study, the people whom you interact with. Remember to not limit your studies only to academics. Remember to pick up the skill sets. Remember to learn from the approaches that are given to you, from the experiences that Sir shares with you. And again, lastly, I recently came across a quote which resounds with my journey and might inspire you in the process, which I really followed, and I'd like to share that. कयामत तक धरने पे बैठ है किस्मत, तू कयामत तक धरने पे बैठ है किस्मत, मैं कोशिश करने से कभी इस्तीफा नहीं दूंगी. थैंक यू.